Hello dear students of class 10th, welcome to civics class. I hope all of you are fit and healthy. Students, in this video, I shall be continuing with the 6th chapter from your civics book, that is political parties. Students, in the previous video, I explained you several national parties that are there in our country. Now, in this video, I shall move to the next topic, that is state party. Now, what is the meaning of state party? See, other than the national parties, there are many other parties that are called as or that are classified as state parties. See, state parties are also called as regional parties. Now, hold on. Do not get confused between regional parties and recognized parties, because question may come in your examination that write short notes on regional party and maybe you may write on national party. So, do not get confused between regional and recognized. Now, state party is called as regional party, whereas national party is called as recognized party. So, now students, why state parties are called as regional parties? See, state parties are called as regional parties because they are limited to a particular region or they are limited to a particular state. That is why they are called as regional parties, because state parties are regional in outlook. They are limited to one state, they are limited to one region. That is why they are called as regional parties. But let me tell you, they play a very important role in the national politics in our country. Now, how do they play an important role? Before that, let me tell you some examples. Some examples of state parties are Aam Aadmi Party, which is in Delhi, then Shiv Sena, which is in Maharashtra, Samajwadi Party, which is in Uttar Pradesh, then we have AIDNK, which is in Tamil Nadu. So, these are examples of some state parties. Students, you can see the map of India. This map is also given in your book, and you can see there are so many state parties, means of different states, different parties are there. So, there are so many state parties in our country. Now, I was telling you about the role that they play in the national politics. They play a very important or a prominent role in the national politics. Now, how? See, in order to get majority, in order to form a government, at least 272 seats are required. This everybody knows that in order to form a government, this much seats are required. Now, let us suppose, I am just giving you an example of a party, it is not true, I am just telling you to explain you. So, suppose Congress got 200 seats, but in order to form a government, 272 seats are required. Now, what will Congress do? Because the government has to be formed, right? So, what Congress may do? So, Congress may ask support from Samajwadi Party, who has got 72 seats, and with the alliance, coalition government will be formed. Alliance will be formed, that means coalition government will be formed, and then the government can be formed. So, this is the role of state parties. They support, they help the national parties to form government. So, this way the state parties the state parties play a very important, a vital role in the national politics of a country. So, I hope points are clear till here. So, this means that the national parties are compelled to form alliances with the state parties, because if alliance will not be there, if coalition government will not be there, then government will not be there. And in order to make government, in order to run the country, government is required. A democratic government is required. Also students, this is strengthening federalism and democracy. Now, how is this concept, how is this coalition or alliance strengthening or supporting federalism? See, federalism means See, federalism means that the center and the state, they are working together, right? This is the meaning of federalism. They are agreeing to the terms and conditions of both. The state is also getting chance to represent, the state also has its say, right? So, how will it help in strengthening federalism? As I gave you the example of Congress and Samajwadi Party, since Congress has taken help from Samajwadi Party, so Congress has to agree to the terms and conditions of Samajwadi Party. If Samajwadi Party makes a plan, then Congress also has to support it. So, this way it strengthens federalism and democracy is also there. Everybody works together. So, this is the essence of democracy. So, I hope till here points are clear to everybody. Also students, the regional parties, they make the Indian Parliament diverse. This point how shall I explain you? See, this can be explained with that same example only. Since Congress didn't had enough seats, they didn't had majority, so it will take help from other parties, right? So, in Parliament, the people, the leaders, the representatives of different states can be seen, from Bihar, from Tamil Nadu, from Uttar Pradesh, from Rajasthan, from Maharashtra. So, this means diversity will be seen not only in the country, but also in the Parliament. So, this way the regional parties, they make the Indian Parliament diverse. Alright. Now, students, as I told you the criteria for a party to become national party, similarly we have some criteria for a party to become state parties. No party can just come up, stand up and say, okay, I am the state party of this state. No, this is not possible. That party has to fulfill those criteria, then only a party can become a state party. Now, we will see the criteria that are required for a party to become a state party. So, students, here also we have vote proportions and seats for a party to be recognized as a state party. So, you can see here two criteria are given. The first criteria is that 6% votes in state legislative assembly, that means to become an MLA, that means the election of CM. So, in that election 6% votes should be there. For example, if there are 100 voters, then out of the 100 voters, 6 voters should give vote to that particular party, then only the party can become a state party. So, this is the first criteria. The second criteria is that a party wins at least 2 seats. Out of the total seats, 2 seats must be won by that party. If a party fulfills these 2 criteria, then a party can become a state party. So, I hope all the points related to state party is clear to everybody. Now, students, we will be heading towards the next topic as state parties are clear to everybody. So, the next topic is challenges to political parties. Now, we have studied a lot about political parties, about national parties, about state parties. Now, we will see the challenges that are there in political parties or challenges that a political party has to face. So, students, before explaining this topic, let me tell you that this topic is really very important, because direct question may come in your examination regarding this topic. That means explain the challenges in political parties. So, you may have to write big answer, long answer. So, you need to be very careful and alert while listening to this video. Alright. So, basically there are 4 challenges that are there that a political party has to face. So, I will explain you all the 4 challenges in detail. So, the first challenge, as you can see here, is lack of internal democracy. See, democracy is the base of politics in our country. If democracy will not be there, what is the use of government, a democratic government? It will only be on paper, not practically. So, what is the meaning of lack of internal democracy? See, democracy means that everything should be transparent, all the decisions should be taken after discussion, all the members should have equal say in the decision making power, equal opportunities should be given, equal chances should be given, and everything should be transparent. Everybody can look into that matter. But what happens here, that the power is concentrated in one or few top leaders. That means all the major decisions, they are taken by the top leaders only in case of any party, in case of any political party, whether that party is in power right now or is in opposition, whatever party it may be, all the major decisions are taken by the top leaders only. This is very important limitation of political parties. That means the decisions, the matters, they are not discussed with the other party members. There are hardly any organizational meetings, there is no internal election, and if meetings are there, then they are only for namesake. Whatever is discussed in the meeting, hardly the other leaders, the people who are not at the top level, they hardly get chance to speak. Their say is almost negligible. They are not asked their point of view. All the decisions, they are actually taken by the top leaders only. That means power is concentrated in one or few hands only. So, this is very important limitation of political parties. So, students, the other members who are there in the party, they are just there to expand the party, to grow the party, to work for the party. But when it comes to decision making, when it comes to being in power, they are hardly taken care of, they are hardly bothered. This is one limitation, a loophole in political parties. So, as a result of this, what happens? Personal loyalty becomes more important than the loyalty towards the party. Now, what is the meaning of this? See, when power will be concentrated in few hands, then the members, they will try to be more loyal, they will try to be in the good books of the top leaders. They will show their loyalty to the leaders and not to the party. They will not work for the betterment of the party, for the upgradation of that party, but they will work for the upgradation, for the betterment of themselves. And for that, what they will do? They will be more loyal to the top leaders, so that the ordinary members, they can have some power, they can get some power, so that they can make, or they can have progress, their career may grow. So, I hope the first point is clear to everybody, that is no internal democracy. So, all these points show that internal democracy is not there. So, I hope the first point is clear to everybody. Students, in one single point, there are several sub points which you need to understand, and then only you can frame a beautiful answer, a meaningful answer. So, I hope the first point is clear to everybody. Now, coming to the next point. So, the next point is challenges of dynastic succession. Now, what is the meaning of dynastic succession? That means family domination on top positions. This is also seen today. I will not call out that party's name, you know it better. So, this should not be there. That means if father is a leader in that party, a father belongs to a top position, then his son will also be in that top position, his grandson will also be in that top position, irrespective of their capability, right? Even if they are not capable, then also they will be in power. So, this is called dynastic succession. So, students, this is what nepotism. That means it is very easy for the children of top leaders to get into politics. Very easily they can have access to a party or to politics. So, this is what happens. The people who are less experienced, the people who with less support, they come into power. They occupy the positions of power. The people who are naive, hardly they know anything, they are unskilled, still they get power. And as a result of this, what happens, that the party is deprived of a capable leader because of this, because of dynastic succession. Definitely, suppose if I am the topmost leader of any party, suppose let us call party A. If I say that okay, after me my son will be in power, in my position, then what will happen? The party will be deprived of a capable leader. Even though my son is inexperienced, he hardly has any skill, still I will say no, my son will also only occupy my seat. So, this way a capable person will not get chance to run the party. So, this is also one important limitation of political parties. Now, students, let us come to the next limitation, the third limitation, that is money and muscle power. Now, muscle power here does not mean anything of or any sort of bodybuilding or doing exercises, no. See, when it comes to elections, then everybody aspires to win election, everybody wants to win election, to come into power, and for that they can do anything, they can go to any extent. And they often, the parties, they often use short tricks, the shortcuts to win election. The candidates with good financial background, with the candidates who have good amount of money, criminal records, they are given priority. They are easily given tickets, they can easily buy votes, they can easily buy tickets. So, this is one important limitation or loophole of political parties or the challenges. Also, students, there is a term that is corporate politics. This is also a disadvantage. Now, what is corporate politics? See, corporate means related to the companies. So, a company, suppose a very big company that will be financially very strong. So, that big company supports the political party financially, economically, by giving money in order to for propaganda and several other purposes. The party gives, the company gives money to the parties, and in case that party wins, then what happens? Then the party will frame laws, the party will make plans and policies as per the companies, as per the convenience of the companies. So, which is a matter of great concern, which should not be there. The government that is formed, that should be free and fair of all types of corruptions. But if this will be there, then definitely corruption will be there, and all the policies will be framed in convenience with or and if this is there, if corporate politics is there, then plans, policies, programs, they will be framed in accordance with the political parties, which is a very important limitation of political parties. So, I hope the third point is also clear to everybody. Now, let us come to the fourth limitation, fourth challenge, that is lack of meaningful choices. See, actually there is no significant difference among the political parties in terms of their plans, in terms of their policies, in terms of their plans, their agendas, their propagandas, they are almost the same. People can hardly find any difference. They have similar economic policies, and so actually the audience, the people, they hardly get any choice. The citizens, they hardly get any choice. because it is almost the same. All the parties, they want to seek vote on the principle of religion, caste matters, related to jobs, that means employment, poverty. These are some of the similar issues that all the parties have. So which becomes very difficult for the citizens to make the right choice, because almost they have similar plans and policies. So what will be the difference if I give vote to party A, not party B? There will not be any difference. So meaningful choices are not offered to the citizens, which is definitely a loophole. See, if I talk about Britain, I told you that two-party system is there in Britain. Only two parties are there, two prominent party. The first is Labour Party and the second is Conservative Party. So the ideologies, the plans, the policies are almost the same. So it will make no difference for the people to give vote to Labour Party or to give vote to Conservative Party. So in reality, people are hardly offered any meaningful, any true choices. Everything is almost the same. They just want to secure votes, and after that, you know better that whether they work really or not. So students, I hope till here points are clear to everybody. Now students, I have explained you the challenges. Now in the next video, I shall be explaining you about the steps that can be taken to improve this situation. What else can be done? What efforts have been taken and what steps can be taken further to improve the situation of political parties. So I hope all the points are clear to everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.